Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm Jordan with Big Boy Toys.
Hi, and I'm Stephanie, and today we're going to answer the question on whether the AC units in the RV camper can cool it down when it's over 105 degrees outside.
That's right, guys. So right now we're in Tucson, Arizona. Actually, we're just outside of Tucson in a town called Vail, Arizona. And right now it's about 108 to 110 degrees outside. I just checked the camper and it's 105 degrees inside of the camper. So I read all the time on the internet forums that people will say that the AC units on a camper cannot cool down more than 20 degrees more than the outside ambient air temperature. So today we're going to put that theory to the test. Behind me is my 2020 Grand Design 29 TBS, and it's a 50 amp, so it has two AC units on top. So I'm going to run them both to cool down the camper as much as I can. At a later time I'll do another test. I'll just run the one AC for you 30 amp guys so you guys can kind of gauge to see how long it'll take you. So inside the camper I have a thermometer set up, and what I want to do is I'm going to run a time-lapse video that basically shows you the temperature it currently is now in there, which I say is probably about 105, 106 degrees inside the camper. And then we're going to show how low it'll get. Hopefully it'll get more than 20 degrees lower, but we'll kind of see how that goes. And also it's going to show you how long it takes for it to get down to that temperature. So yeah.
Let's get started.
All right guys, so we're inside of the Grand Design 29 TBS. I'm just going to show you what we got going on here. So back here is the bunk. And what I did is I set the thermometer right here, and I'm going to set this down later to kind of give you an idea. But as you can see right here, this top up there says 111 degrees outdoors, and down here it is 108 degrees inside. So that is what the temperatures are. So just to kind of show you the other thing we got going on. So one other thing I did is in the back bedroom I put this one fan in here, and the reason why I did that is because up here is where the second AC unit is, and this is not a ducted unit. So in order to get some of this cool air to flow outside to the rest of the RV, I put this fan back here. And then this unit over here, this is a ducted AC unit, and Stephanie has got a temp gun. We're just going to kind of show you right now. This is with it off, and 110 degrees pointed inside of the AC. So right now we're going to come over here and turn the AC on and put it on cool. It's on high. We're going to drop it all the way down low, and then I'm going to come back in here to the bedroom, turn this one on high, and then I'm going to show you what the temperature is going to blow here in a second. I'll get these ACs cooled down, show you what the temperature is, and then I'll put the camera on the thermometer, and that way you guys can see how long it takes for the camper to cool down. Okay guys, so I'm going to set this up the best I can here. You can see in this top part here, I just turned the ACs on. It's 111 degrees outdoors. Down here at the bottom it's 107 degrees, and right below that you can see that it's Sunday, June 13th, and it's 1:34 p.m. outside. So we're just going to let this run and see how low this temperature will get in here. Alright guys, here we go. The clock is at 2:14 p.m. This is the front AC. Let's see where we're at on this one. .5 degrees. I'm going to walk over to the... Another thing to note too, guys, is that this RV is currently pointing or facing east and west, and the sun is on this side beating down, so it might be the reason why this AC is having a little bit harder time. And again, my thermometer is back here being filmed like this, and this back room is this back bunk is being hit by the sun, so it might take a little bit longer for it to cool down. Let's see where we're at here. 112 degrees outside, 91 degrees inside. Let's go back to the back here. I can already feel it's much cooler. Let's see here. 60. Looks like I got about 64 degrees as my lowest there. So yeah, this room back here, this up here definitely feels like it's blowing cooler, and this room is faced away from the sun, so that might be the difference of the reason why that there's more cooling from that back one than the front one. But yeah, we'll see how low we can get it. Okay guys, so we're going to show you the final readout on the AC. You can see that it's read about 65 degrees, and that's on the front AC. Now we're going to go to the back AC in the bedroom, and we're going to check the temperature back here. Get this to focus. And yeah, we're almost, well, 55 degrees. That's pretty chilly.
Okay guys, so if you're wondering if your AC units will work in the RV and cool it down in the hottest days of the summer, it definitely does work.
Yeah, so I think we were up to 114, 115 degrees, and I think we got it down to 74, 75 degrees, which is a huge jump, way more than the 20 degrees that people think that it can only do. So I think I got down, what, 30 plus degrees, 108 out, so that's really, really good. Like I said before though, this is a 50 amp RV, so there's two ACs, so it took, I'm gonna have to go back and look, but I think it probably took over 3 hours to get it down, so it is quite a long time, but it will do it. If you were wondering if it'd do it, it'll do it. The guys with the 1 AC or the 30 amp, it's gonna be tough. Like I said, in future videos, I'll do one of those where I'll come in here and I'll turn 1 AC on and we'll see how low we can get it. But for now, if you're wondering if your AC unit will work in the hottest of days, it ain't gonna get much worse than this. We usually take this thing to escape this kind of heat. So in about 2 weeks, we're going to Flagstaff, Arizona, which is about high 70s, maybe 78, 79, low 80s. So yeah, most of you guys aren't coming to places like this to camp. But if for some reason you were coming to southern Arizona and you had an RV, hopefully you got 2 ACs with it, it'll do it. You'll just, once it gets, daylight comes up, flip those ACs on, keep them running, and hopefully as long as they're running, it'll keep it cool throughout the day. This was a pretty hard test, mainly because it was the hottest part of the day, and that's when we turn the ACs on. So yeah, if you're wondering if it could do it, it'll do it. So there you go. Till next time. Thanks, guys.
All right, bye.